as long as I can remember, Courtney Mankin has always been a teacher.
Courtney would make a great teacher because she is patient and kind.
I feel very confident in saying that she's going to be a great teacher with little kids one day because she is one of the most patient people I've ever met.
Courtney would make an excellent teacher because she is such a lively and energizing presence in the classroom as a student that I think as a teacher she would create that lively, energetic atmosphere for her student.
Ever since we were kids, she's always been teaching me, and I think that her love of children will make her a great teacher.
That Courtney would make a good teacher because she's organized, she's patient, and she's understanding.
I can honestly say her genuine attitude makes each student that she interacts with feel comfortable.
I think Court would make a wonderful teacher because she's enthusiastic, she's an outside-of-the-box thinker, she takes wonderful feedback, she asks great questions, she has great intuition.
She has so much passion for what she's doing.
Courtney inspires those around her, and I think that she would be an amazing, hardworking, and overall happy teacher.
I think she would give them the freedom to explore their ideas and to embrace the idea of making mistakes as part of the process of learning, because she was certainly always willing to put herself out there in my class in a way that allowed everyone to feel more comfortable with the experimental part of learning. So I think she'd be, in that sense, a really fantastic educator.
Be an amazing teacher because she is not only passionate about teaching, she's enthusiastic about it. She's a great explainer.
She's a dedicated kid, dedicated adult.
And I just thought, like, she's going to be such a great teacher. Her students are going to be so lucky to have someone who cares so much about all the little details.
I think that, she would do anything in her power and, anything that she could to make sure that these children have the best education that she could possibly give them.
And she's really able to understand why a person doesn't get something, and she might explain it this way, and if the person still doesn't understand it, she's able to completely break it down and teach it in a different way.
When she was a little girl coming home from preschool, she would go in her room and be there for quite some time, and when I would open the door, she would have all her Little Tikes plastic chairs lined up and her little Toys R Us blackboard, and every stuffed animal and bear and whatever she had in her room was sitting at the chairs, and she was teaching them what she learned that day. When her sister got older, she would teach her sister.
I think the best thing I could say about any teacher candidate is that I would trust them to teach my own young children, and I can say that about Court without a doubt.
Because of how creative and her passion for children and teaching is what's going to make her one of the best teachers out there.
Also, I think that she is super creative, and that makes her teaching styles really fun for the kids, and I really just think she loves what she does when she's teaching.
I am a student who struggles in math, and I had to retake the Praxis 1 math portion 5 times, and I saw a tutor, and I had 2 study books, and I struggled a lot, and it wasn't until Court pulled me aside and started tutoring me like a couple times a week that it clicked, because she knew how I learn best and how I understand information, especially math. So she explained it to me in terms and ways that I would understand. And no one had really taken the time to do that for me. No one had paid attention to what works best for me as far as learning goes. But Courtney did. And I finally passed the 5th time around. And I really attribute a lot of that to her and all the help and time and patience that she put into helping me. And that's one of the reasons she's going to be a fantastic teacher. And I'm so excited when she can finally teach, because those little kids are just going to love her. So she's going to be a great teacher.